Once in a small village nestled between lush green hills, there lived a young boy named Ali. He was not the tallest or the strongest, but he had something that made him stand out. He had an indomitable spirit. Ali's heart was filled with determination, and he never allowed failure to define him. Ali's dream was simple: to become the best runner in the village. Every year, the village held a race during the annual festival, and the winner's name would be etched in the village's history. Ali had watched from the sidelines for years, admiring the runners who crossed the finish line in triumph. He wanted to be one of them, but there was a problem. Ali wasn't naturally fast. He struggled to keep up with the other children who ran effortlessly, their feet like arrows darting through the air. Each time he participated, he would finish last, if not fall behind completely. His friends would cheer him on, but the disappointment in his eyes was evident. The villagers, well-meaning but unaware, would say, "Maybe next year, Ali. You've got a good heart, but you're just not fast enough." At first, Ali felt the sting of these words. He doubted himself and almost gave up on his dream. However, he knew deep inside that giving up wasn't an option. He was determined to prove that success wasn't just about talent. It was about perseverance. One morning, as the sun painted the sky with shades of orange, Ali set out on his daily training. His legs felt heavy with exhaustion, but he kept pushing himself forward. His training wasn't easy. He would wake up before the rooster crowed and run through the winding paths of the village. He stumbled, he fell, but he always got back up. No matter how many times he failed, he never allowed himself to quit. Months passed, and the festival race was drawing near. Ali felt stronger. His lungs burned less, and his legs carried him further each day. But despite his improvement, doubt still lingered in his heart. He was still not as fast as the other children. Could he win this year? As the day of the race arrived, Ali stood at the starting line. His heart pounded in his chest, and his palms were sweaty. He looked around at the other runners, who seemed so confident. They were faster, stronger, and more experienced. Ali took a deep breath, remembering all the early mornings, the cold winter winds, and the pain he endured. He knew that this race wasn't just about running. It was about showing himself that he could finish what he started. The whistle blew, and the runners were off. Ali's legs felt as though they were moving through molasses, but he didn't stop. He focused on the rhythm of his breath and the sound of his feet hitting the ground. Each step brought him closer to the finish line. The race was tough. As he reached the halfway point, he saw the other runners already starting to slow down, their energy waning. But not Ali. His determination pushed him forward.